Angol nyelvű előadással folytatjuk a napot. Are we okay? And we're streaming online. Okay, so let me welcome Tibor Földesi and Keve Hidvégi from G Digital, who will speak about safe internet. We are streaming this presentation on Facebook Live.
Safe internet? Safe internet?
Igen.
Nem.
Betöltött valami kell.
Ez lesz az?
Ja, igen, az lesz. Remélem az angol. Picit lejjebb tudsz tekerni? Aha, nem biztos. Nem itt az oldalon. Ja, ez az angolja. It's working?
Yeah, it's working.
Good afternoon. My name is Nandini Duraisamy, and I'm leading the cybersecurity division of GE Digital, and I'm based at Hungary. You can't hear me? Okay. All right.
Press the right button.
Which one?
Press the right button.
Okay. I've been in IT for 18 years, and I joined GE last September. I've been in IT security for the last few years. And I'm happy to be here in GE Working Parents Day as both a parent and a professional. I have two kids, 5 and 7, two girls, who are pro in IT. I suppose you have heard the terminology IoT, which is Internet of Things, which means anything that's connected to Internet in simple language. So you start with a mobile phone, television, laptop, everything, whatever you use that's connected to Internet. You all know that the kids, starting at the age of 2, like Andrea said in the previous presentation, that everybody knows how to use a YouTube, so they are professional already. Now, do you guys know what cybersecurity means? Okay, more or less you know what it is about, but it's basically about protection against any criminal or unauthorized use of electronic data. So it's in a simple term that I want people to understand. And what we do here is, I have a team of 8 people who are event and incident analysts, who is the first level of protection for all the GE businesses, that all our environment is protected from external and internal threats. I'm sure if you had been following news about the WannaCry crypto, that's affected 75 countries since Friday due to some Microsoft patch problem. GE is not affected by that because this is our team, not only our team here, we have a big team in US who's protecting all the GE environment. So this is what we do here. And now I have a question, like how many of your kids use the Internet of the IoT devices? I suppose almost everybody, right? All the kids. Now, how many of your kids have a mobile telephone? Okay, because I've seen from the age of 8, maybe they don't take it to school, but they have mobile telephones already. At least they know how to use and play games. Now, how many are part of the Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Viber, WhatsApp, Messenger? There are a few, right? Now, how much do you know about what your kids are using these IoT devices for? Now, I'm not questioning your parenting skills here, but we should accept that we are not with them round the clock, right? When we are working, maybe they are sitting at home, browsing through computer, and you don't know what they're about to do. I'm also sure that everyone agrees that it is the primary responsibility of a parent to protect their kid what may come, right? You want to protect them from anything and everything. So are we as a parent equipped to protect our kids from social engineering, cyberbullying, and phishing attacks? If not, I have two of my colleagues here, Keva Hidvegi and Phildeshi Tibor, who has this task as their primary job in protecting GE and its infrastructure from such and more attacks. So they will walk you through some of these attacks and what the measures are that we as a parent should take into consideration before we hand the technology to kids. So we are happy to answer any of your questions regarding internet safety, parenting controls on apps during the session, but we were said that it's going live. We will wait for the questions toward the end. If you don't understand any of the terminologies or anything, feel free to ask the guys, and they can speak Hungarian as well. So, köszönöm szépen.
Can we have another mic?
Is it working? Yeah, it's on now.
Can we have another one?
It's over there. Yeah.
Okay. It's a 4. Okay, it's working.
Okay. Tibor? Please. Yes, as Andrei mentioned, we are part of a global team, and we are based in Hungary now, and we got 8 analysts and 1 manager around here. And the reason why we have this, just to make sure that we can maintain the chain of activities in order to respond any cyber security crime within GE to protect the GE network. But in this particular slideshow, what we made it for this presentation, that's all about to increase the knowledge and awareness for the kids.
And also we want to show you some risk your kids or you can face on the internet as well.
Yeah, first of all, we already got it through. Yeah. Leave it?
Sorry?
Yeah, just go through.
Oh, yeah, we can skip this.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think the most important thing is to understand that what makes the difference between physical and virtual security. Back in the old days, when actually we had like, for instance, money at home, we just put it below the pillow, and we had like a key for the flat, and it was easy to defend it from others. And of course, it's a good control because we can gain access to everyone else, like giving them keys or copies of keys, but also like it's quite limited. And but this time when we have like online banking and like other utilities we use online, we use mainly passwords in order to identify ourselves. And also, if we get to the stage, we're gonna find more problems with the password control than just having a single key in ourselves.
Can anyone guess what makes a good password? Can I have some guesses? Yeah, but how many?
8 at least.
Okay.
Pretty close, yeah?
Pretty close, but we would recommend at least 11.
Yes. You don't want to share it.
Okay, then it should contain at least 11 characters, capital letters, normal letters, special characters, and also numbers.
Yeah. The reason why actually we mentioned the password in the first place, because each company like G applies like a password policy in order to make sure they apply a good one, and well, hopefully no one is going to guess it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because this is the reason why actually we started with this one, is to make sure that it kind of same rules applies on kids as well, such as like in a big company. Obviously not that way, but we have to understand that we need to understand how to approach the kids, because probably our generation, as mentioned before, the former presenters as well, like we had completely different backgrounds. We have a different approach on devices, but also we need to keep it up with them in order to give them solutions as well.
So we don't wanna, tell you how to raise your kids, but we have some recommendations. So the first one is you should have to store your computer in the living room or when you can watch the kids, and if they have any questions, they can ask you instantly, because if they face something they don't know what is it, they might just close the web page. And Kevin, I think it's yours that what they should consider.
Yeah, and also like if we understand like the internet, it's a psychological approach to it, because some people may intend to behave in a different way if they feel like they are surrounded by four walls. And it's very important because we did some presentations for kids in the local schools, and we did a kind of like a research, like how do they relate it to the internet, and we figured out that not all of the kids were actually aware of it, like they shouldn't be behaving online like what they shouldn't do it in person. So this is very important, that internet shall not be a different place, like as a communication, like face to face. And I wouldn't do anything to Tibor online, which I wouldn't do in person either.
Thank you. Another thing here, we would advise for passive monitoring, which means, everyone can guess what passive monitoring means if you are trying to defend your kids' online presence. Any guesses? That lady here, maybe? No? That we think you should not check your kids' online presence. Like, you don't have to check every step. You don't follow your kids to your school, right? So you should not do it in the cyberspace this as well.
Yeah, this is more about how to approach this content filtering. Like, there is another example from our colleague who said like there was their kid and saying, "Oh, you're gonna be observed very closely. What you're gonna do on the internet?" And he says, "All right, I'm not gonna use it." So it's very difficult for us to decide, where is the limit where actually we can allow the kids to have, how far they should go. But actually we have to go far in order to discover the world what actually we couldn't do because we didn't have internet. So that's why it's going to be really difficult to determine where to draw that line. And also it comes down to the control as well, like how would we supervise our kids, like using the internet, how closely you want to watch, like, or what is the URL, what is the traffic actually is going through, or comes down to images, uploading or downloading. But we will continue this topic in the next slide.
Yeah, fortunately, we have some recommendations.
Yeah, and the most important thing is the time. The time also contains, like, as we mentioned before, it's better to have like the laptop like in a living room, and which when we're trying to say like time usage is more about like up to like 10 o'clock when everyone goes to sleep. So the internet itself is not going to be abandoned, or it's going to be used on the kids on their own. And also, as I mentioned before, it comes down to the uploading and downloading images. It's a quite new thing that actually I just saw it in The Guardian. There was some application. Actually, it's can scan the images as well, like whether if it's can contain things what you shouldn't want to see it. But anyway, so there are some special applications for this kind of purposes. And also, like, it comes down to the usage of the Instagram and Facebook. And Tibor, you have some additional?
Again, a question for the audience. Do any of you have Instagram or accounts, or your kids have Instagram accounts? Hey, Darko, cybersecurity expert there.
Yeah, but it also depends, like, how is it been set up? Is it like a public account or a private one? Because
you should take into consideration that if you share something online which is not private, I mean private that only your closest friends can see, like where you go to the holiday, or where you are going to go to the cinema on the Friday night, right?
Yeah, just give an example that we heard in the other presentation. with
Again,
Anu
in the
before.
digital team week, we told you about we went to schools and to raise IT security awareness of kids. And the kid just told us that they went to Greece and they didn't post any pictures from Greece. But after they went home, they uploaded the pictures. And 5 hours after this, burglars just broke into his apartments.
Yeah,
Just
this
5
is-
hours. And they were actually home.
Yeah, so this is the problem that actually criminals are scanning the internet as well, especially like public profiles as well. You know what new images is coming out, because if it's going to be really obvious, there's going to be an easy target actually to break into. So that's why it also comes down to the security. Like if you got kids, you know what kind of account has been set up for them, like as like a public or just a private one, in order to defend our assets, I mean your assets at this point, you know, like a flat. You don't want anyone to break in just because, you know, someone has uploaded like an image and we can assume that actually the person is far from here, or I mean far from the flat. So that's why it could be an easy target for the criminals to break in or cause trouble.
And another experience from the digital team week, that it was the GE teenager day.
Yeah.
A lot of cool kids and smart kids were there, actually. They told us that the first app they installed to their telephones were Viber and WhatsApp. Any of you what those apps means? Yeah, they can chat with their friends, but it's also tied for their mobile numbers, and anyone can send their friend request.
Yeah, we also went a little bit deeper a bit, and we asked them. I mean, the kids like, did they have any like requests to have a communication with, which they were not aware of actually who he is. And actually, the answer was that there was several times like trying to someone contact the kids, sending like requests from unknown numbers. So that's also another thing where actually we should consider, you know, like where to get, because probably they're trying to get information out of the kids and also keep on asking like details. And this also combining with other information gathering, it may be dangerous or maybe a little bit risky in the future.
Yeah, and the thing is that sometimes they accept those requests, and what those external parties are trying to ask, how old are they, where they go to school.
Yeah, so this information shall not be just like enclosed to others. But Tibor, what do you think about the geotag on the phone?
Yeah, it strongly relates to the private accounts and what you share online, because you know what geotag is? Someone? No? Then
That's another thing. Like if you take an image, it contains plenty of data behind the image. So actually, if you download like a random photo from the internet, you can find out actually where was the picture was taken, what kind of flash has been used, and any other details, which like you wouldn't believe actually. Like how many.
Actually, you can tell if the phone was in a landscape mode or not.
Yeah, so it could be dangerous. There was like a funny story about it. Someone got busted when actually some photo has been uploaded, and some policeman was trying to figure out how to locate the person because of the geotag was on when the picture was taken, and it was quite easy to catch.
Yep. And another thing here on this presentation that we should, or we all should teach our kids how to spot fake news, which is a hot topic right now. I think you agree with me, right? It's on Facebook, it's full of fake news. Maybe the media is full of fake news. And we have to use our common sense to filter them.
And also, like, there are some methods that's being deployed. Like, if you hear something, you know, just to check it in different sources, different channels. And also, it's better to discuss it with the classmates as well if the kids are still unsure what actually is going on the internet.
Yeah, or as their parents.
What is social media? Social media are apps like Snapchat and Facebook. Apps are computer programs that are connected to the internet.
Okay.
The thing that is the same with all social media apps is that you can communicate with others and socialize, just like you would in real life, but using the internet. Here are some of the problems that are on social media. Number 1, cyberbullying. This is sending mean messages to another person to hurt them. It is much worse than regular bullying because it stays on the internet for a long time and spreads quickly. Number 2, identity stealing or theft. This is stealing another person's identity on the internet. This can be done by stealing their password. The most popular password of 2012 was password. This is not safe and can lead to identity theft. Number 3, hacking and viruses. Viruses are bad computer programs that can be sent to your computer by a link. If you push on it, you can get virus. Hacking is attacking another person's computer using computer programming, which can destroy your computer. But how can we solve these problems?
Sure.
Here you have some tips that you should follow to be safe on the internet. Number 1, keep your password long and safe so people can't steal it. Do not share your password. Number 2, never talk to strangers online. Number 3, do not click on links from strangers because this can lead to viruses which destroys your computer. So, stop, think, and act so you can be safe on the internet. Thank you for watching this internet safety video.
Yeah.
About this video. This video is made by a 5th grade kid. I suppose 5th grade is what, roughly 13 years? And the mother of the kid, 10? Okay. It's okay now, right? Okay, sorry. So this video was made by a kid, a 5th grade kid, and her mother works for GE Oil and Gas in Norway. So 3 months ago, the mother asked me when our team started here and we were announced, the mother asked if I can do an interview for this kid and 2 more kids, 3 people. They had to do a project in their school, and they chose cybersecurity and internet safety. So they asked me if we can do the interview, and they asked me questions for an hour. And we had a TP from here in Norway, and this is one of the best things because this also says how the education system and what kids are driven to. And these kids, they asked me all the questions, and I want to show this video because if you hear from a 5th grade kid how they were educated by the school and by the people and parents and who lives around her, I thought this would be an effective video that it can be shown to kids, and it's live on YouTube as well. So this was a great job that they did in the school. So.
Yeah, thank you. As mentioned in the video as well, the education is one of the most important things actually we can do in order to prevent things from happening. Therefore, we should also, we get to that stage to talk about the utilities actually we can deploy in order to prevent these things from happening. And one of the first one is free of charge, and it can be available from the internet, is the OpenDNS Family Shield. And this is very good content filtering, and malicious URLs has been already filtered out. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. It's very easy to set up, actually. You can just go to their webpage and see the instructions there. Another thing is, anyone's using Windows 10 or at home? Windows 10? No? Maybe? Okay, I see some hands. So Windows 10 has a very good parental control in it. You can restrict the time usage of your kid if you don't wanna. If you don't want your kids to play age-restricted games, you can also set it up, or you can also block some web pages. For example, if your kid is under 13, you can just block Facebook.
Yeah, and also like even if you got like Windows 7 as well, I think there is a parental control in that one as well. And it's also like when Tibor mentioned this Windows 10, it's also good for antivirus as well. Like the newest one is pretty good and very, very safe for everyone. I mean, even for the whole family. If you use a 7 one, that's a little bit well, you should deploy another one as well in order to have like proper security. And also like antivirus is not like a perfect backup system or actually a defense system, but also like it's better to have. Otherwise, you can get, as they mentioned in the video, it's more about like even if you click on a link, you can get viruses, malwares from the internet. So it should be really easy to get infected if you don't have any antivirus.
And we would recommend you to, if you speak your kid about the internet, make sure you are not the only one who's speaking.
Yeah, when we went to these schools to make these presentations for kids, how to use the internet, I mean, in a safe way, I'll tell you what, when we had this one here at G as well, for the Teenagers Day, and we were actually very surprised that your kids were one of the smartest one in here because they were a lot more prepared than in the other schools, in the local schools. So I think it's very good actually. We are in a lucky position, you know, how to give information for the kids, and it shows that actually you take responsibility and you pay attention to them as well in order to get the necessary information how to use the internet.
Thank you, and we have time for questions.